Hey guys, it's Infinite. Today we're playing some Team Deathmatch on Berlin Wall. It's another episode of Doing Good with Bad Weapons, and today we're using the PM63. So before getting into the commentary, I wanted to talk a little bit about this gun, how I think you should use this gun, and if you do so dare to use this weapon, how you might be able to be effective with it. So first off, I am using the Scavenger perk. Now, with any SMG in this game, with the exception of maybe the 74U and maybe the Mini Uzi, you're very limited with ammo. So you're going to want to use the Scavenger perk if you plan on using the gun the whole game. Now, in my situation, I want to use the gun the whole game, obviously. I'm trying to get a gameplay with it. So, basically, that's the only perk that I find even possible to use in my situation. But if you feel like using the gun the whole game, I definitely recommend Scavenger. That's the only way, one of the only ways you're going to be able to do it. So, moving on to the next perk, I'm using Sleight of Hand. That's pretty much a standard for me. I don't see any second perk that even competes with it, really. I mean, very rarely maybe I'll use like a Warlord or something, but Sleight of Hand's pretty much a standard for me. And then the third perk I'm using is Ninja. So Ninja should be a standard for all you guys that have headsets for TDM. I mean, 6-on-6 TDM's pretty quiet, and there's really no reason not to use Ninja. I use Tac Mask, sometimes Tac Mask Pro. Obviously, Tac Mask isn't even worth using unless you have the Pro ability. But I use that sometimes in 9-on-9 Ground War because you really can't sound tour that well because it's so loud. And also the fact that there's a lot of stunning in Ground War. But for this purpose, I think Ninja's the best perk to use in 6-on-6 Team Deathmatch. As an attachment, I'm using the extended mags. That's what I think the best is for this gun. The recoil is rather manageable. It's not that bad. And yeah, grip does do a little bit, but I just can't stand having 20-round clips. For me, just using all the guns I use that have at least 30, even in some cases, like the FAMAS, I use that with extended mag. So I can't deal with having a 20-round clip. So, in my opinion, extended mags is the way to go. And then, finally, with the grenades, I always use Semtex, I always use Concussion, and I always use Claymore. So that's that with the class, and let's get into what I wanted to talk about today. So, the topic I wanted to address was this new news regarding Modern Warfare 3. Now, most of you guys know that I'm not a big fan of rumors. Never been a fan of rumors. I like to know facts, and especially regarding video games, there's so many ways of making things up and giving false information. I like to just block it out unless I know facts that are coming straight from Activision or EA or whoever the publisher of that game is. But there's new information that's come to the surface about Modern Warfare 3, and it is fact. Now, there's going to be this thing called Call of Duty Elite. Now, any of you guys familiar with Halo know about Bungie.net, where you could track all your stats and all this leaderboard type stuff, but it's very detailed. It's way more detailed than anything you're going to get on Xbox Live leaderboards for any game. So, this Call of Duty Elite's supposed to have something like that, along with a bunch of other gimmicky little things. I can't really think off the top of my head. I just read the article briefly. But it's a bunch of stuff that you could track furthermore, and they're supposed to have something regarding theater mode, and there's also, this is the only thing that I'm a little bit interested in, they're going to have something to do with tournaments. Now, no one knows anything more than that, but there's going to be tournaments and like, maybe it might have something to do with stats, and if it does, that puts me in very good terms because I have really good stats. And if there's any competition, stuff like that, I like competition, and I like competing, and it keeps the game fresh. But outside of that, everything to me looked kind of gimmicky. Nothing for me that I'm going to be like, oh my god. Any of you guys familiar with HuppetGaming.com? It's a community site ran by Woody's Gamertag, and it's used to basically, you can meet new players on there to team up with and get a good team to pub stomp and stuff like that. And it's a really good site. It's grown, and a lot of people use it. It's a great way to get teams if you're struggling. And actually, you know what? I'll put a link in the description for that. But it seems to copy that model a lot, which isn't a bad thing. But now, this all sounds good, right? Whether you like it or not, it's all free. That's not it. So, what I've said so far, as far as I know, that stuff is all free. But there's supposed to be this part that I don't know about yet. Maybe there's leaked information, but there's going to be something that you have to pay for. and it's going to be regarding what they've said so far is that it's going to be a monthly subscription fee, but you're going to be able to play multiplayer no matter what, and it's going to have nothing to do with affecting you from playing anything that comes on disc, which is campaign, multiplayer, and Spec Ops. So that's as far as we know, and like I said, I can't speak any further than that. But they did say that if you're a subscriber, you aren't going to have to worry about any add-ons, such as map packs and whether they do weapon packs and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that if you're a subscriber and you pay the monthly fee, you're just not going to have to worry about anything that comes to the game. And I'm sure it'll be I'm sure it'll give you the gimmicks too, maybe like, I don't know, themes and gamer pictures, stuff like that. But that's just my guess. So it's bringing this kind of World of Warcraft-esque thing to the table here. And my problem is, it's not even confirmed that there's dedicated servers. So, like, again, I don't want to speak too much on this because I'm not sure and no one's really sure. But there's going to be a subscription-based service that's going to be offered for Modern Warfare 3. And you know what? I don't have money laying around. I don't have money to toss around. And I really can't afford a subscription fee unless it's really cheap, like $1 or $2 a month. I mean, I pay for Xbox Live and I buy a lot of games. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous for them to make you pay for something. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I don't want any of you guys to get ahead of yourselves. I don't want anyone to get all nervous about this. Because it could be something that's totally not needed, something that most of us won't even care about. But if it's something detrimental to my experience in the game, like if it's something that everyone else is going to have because it's something regarding weapons or maps or something that's a big part of the game, and I'm going to have to be forced to buy that, I might just, I don't know. I can't even really comment on it yet because it's too early to think about it, but it's going to really bother me because I'll probably end up paying for whatever I have to pay for, but it kind of sucks that they might end up doing this to us. But I just want to let you guys know, I'm going to put a link in the description for Puppet Gaming. If you guys go on there, you could definitely find some new teams and do some pub stomping. And I'm going to also put a link that describes what I was talking about furthermore, in case I got a little bit confusing. Alright guys, final score here was 39-5 with a PM63, pretty epic, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright, see you later.